everyone, welcome back. A few of you might remember a few months back me buying this. This is early 2000s on one inbred. I think, yeah, it must have been a good fair few months back. Bought it for 50 quid, absolute bargain. I'd actually gone to buy some Campagnola stuff from the guy, and he had this hanging up in the shed. He said, you know, you might be interested in it. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, 50 quid. You can't really get much more than that for 50 quid. I think I'll say that again, 50 quid. It does need quite a bit of love. But I'm planning on using it the next few days, so I just want to get it in the stand, check it over, see what it needs. I literally have not touched it since I brought it. And I think originally it had a V-brake setup. As you can see there, it's got the bolts where you connect your V-brake bosses on one and known for using steel frames. So any paint that's come off, it has revealed some rust. But I'm not too fussy about, you know, getting it, you know, restoring it or anything. Just a bit of fun. Maybe show you a few things, a few repairs on it, and use it for a bit and see how it rides. So yeah, I'll get it in the stand, and well, I'll pump the tyres up first to see if they hold air, because I do want to use this tomorrow. So don't plan on not doing anything major at this point, just to check it over, see if it's safe and make sure that, you know, the basics work. So I'll pump the tyres up and then get it in the stand. So I'll see you in a sec. Right, so we've got the bike in the stand. Seems to be holding air in the tyres, which is good. And first job, I need to get rid of this. It's just slightly too tight. Bad. Just looking at the teeth, you can see, especially like where I'm pointing, these ones at the back. There we go. As you can see, the wear and the pointiness of the teeth. So this one and this one, they're probably going to cause issues with gears slipping, or the chain slipping, because they are worn. So that cassette needs replacing. So these teeth look okay. They're not too pointed. Plenty of life left in them. Just missing out one of the bolts there. Let's just check our front gears. They're fine. We've got a lot of rubbing going on in that back brake. You can see a slight buckle. Let's have a look at that back brake. So when spinning the wheel, we can hear a lot of catching. So I'm just going to take the wheel out. So as you can see inside there, there's a lot of crap and dirt. I'm just going to take out this split pin. Just crimp the two ends together, and then you should be able to just pull the pin out. There you go, there's the pin. Nothing holding these pads in now. You can just simply pull up on the prong. Your prong might come out first. You can push up from the bottom to get the pads out. So there's the pads. As you can see, they're all dirty, but there is life on them, plenty of life actually. Now looking inside the caliper, it is very, very dirty. As you can see, that one piston has come out, and the other side is not. Ideally we want them equally coming out, so I'll show you how to sort that out as well. Well, let's get some muck off down there. Like I said, I plan on using this bike the next few days, and one thing I can't stand is brakes that are catching. So you're riding along, slowing you down, you can hear it rubbing. It's just does my head in. I'll just leave that a few minutes just to get into the grime, and I'll clean it off and be back shortly. Right, caliper's all been cleaned. I'm just going to press the brake lever just gently so we can see that one piston doing all the work. So what I'm going to do firstly is spray a little bit of GT85 on that piston just to lubricate it, and then I'm using just a posi against it like that. I'm just going to push it back. That's not going to hurt the piston at all. You don't want to use, you know, the end and doing it like that. Just literally that part, just push the piston back. And with the GT85 on that, it lubricates it a little bit. While pressing, I'm going to hold that piston so I can get this side moving. As you can see, it's coming out. It is coming out better now. There we go. I'm just going to spray some GT85 on that piston and push that one back. Beautiful. More than likely these are going, well, they're definitely going to need bleeding, because the guy said the bike had been hung up in his shed for a decade, and you want to do them every 2 years really. So yeah, that is the pistons all set back. I'm just going to press it now and see if we've got equal. It's a lot better. They are both coming out pretty similar. Bit more GT85 and push those back. There we go. I'll be more than happy with that. I know we can get that working pretty well. As long as the pistons are coming out equally, we can get a fairly decent brake. So what I'm going to do now is just obviously clean all that GT85 off. We don't want that on the pads. So bit of muck off. Right, I'm going to give the brake pads a quick sanding with some sandpaper, and I'll be back shortly and we'll put those back. Okay, so the brake pads have had a little sanding down. So you just line that up with the hole, connect this together. Like so, and we're just going to put it in together like that, complete. And as you see now, it just dropped into place. Split pin back in the side. And then we just bend over the one. one side there, just to stop the pin coming back out. There we go. Right, put this wheel back in. Okay. Lots better. So while pressing the brake down, I've just nipped up these 2 bolts, and that should centralise the brake. And we've got a little buckle in the disc. So it's catching there. And what you can do gently with your thumb is just bend it the opposite way to where it's catching. And there you go, that's almost got it. Right, let's move on to the front brake. I'm going to do exactly the same process with the front. Get that front, stop that dragging, and that should see me okay for my journey tomorrow. But join me soon, where I'll be doing more in-depth repairs. I've noticed there's play in the back wheel, it's wobbling side to side quite bad. You can hear that. Bottom bracket feels okay. Levers need sorting out. As you can see, that's open too much, that's bent, so I'll be taking that off, trying to get that back in shape. But yeah, join me next time on another episode of repairs with the On1. Well, thanks for watching. Till next time, goodbye.